The Baltimore Ravens, 21st hardest schedule coming into the NFL this year, 8.5 projected wins. We know that Lamar Jackson tied up the big contract without the agent earlier this season. They bring in Zay Flowers, they bring in OBJ. They do just lose. I don't know if they lost Marcus Peters, but Marcus Peters does go to the Raiders here recently, and they just want to stay healthy overall in that quarterback room and that running back room, especially on the defensive side of the football, because we know this team has been injury riddled over the last few years. I've got them going 12-5 overall, undefeated at home. I was a little confused on the home games. I think it's either 9 or 10. They have a later game in the season, I believe, against the Steelers that's to be determined, and they just put it as a home game. Might be weird if they did have, excuse me, technically one game is in the morning, I think in Germany or whatever is in the what's it called? The worldwide game before I get caught up on this here. But yes, undefeated at home, 2-5 on the road, got them going 12-5 overall here. Talking about the Baltimore Ravens splitting the division with everyone, the Steelers, the Browns, and the Bengals. And the first 5 weeks are absolutely packed with divisional games. If you take a look at that schedule, they're starting 2-3, I think, in these games. They're going to lose to Cincinnati, the Steelers, and the Browns all on the road. And when you take a look deeper into the schedule outside of Houston, Indy, and Arizona, the first 12 weeks of the season are pretty packed. Isn't really easy after the bye week, except with the Rams. And you look after the bye week here, which comes in week 13, as very late for a team who has struggled to stay healthy, but it could benefit them overall if they are a little hampered playing 12 straight games. I don't know how their, off time or off weeks are going to go, rest in between games. But they're going to be 8-4 going into that week 13 bye week, which again is very late, but it could benefit them. And when you look after the bye week in week 13, Los Angeles, I don't really know how the Rams are going to be. I don't have them doing too great. Some other people have them winning 10 or 11 games. Jacksonville, San Francisco, Miami, Pittsburgh. So it's not easy after the bye week. Before it's kind of spaced out. You start with Houston, Cincinnati, then you start with Indy, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, then you run into Tennessee, Detroit, and Arizona. So it calms down a little bit, but we know Tennessee could be competitive. I'm not high on them again. And Detroit, I believe, will be very competitive as well. NFC North is actually the last division for record predictions we'll be doing. And then you got Seattle, Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Los Angeles. So again, this schedule is not the most favorable because we see the teams that are on there, but nonetheless, 12-5 overall, undefeated at home, 2-5 on the road. So as of right now, Baltimore Ravens are first in this division. Cincinnati Bengals are second.